and government administration can be determined by something as simple as distance. A police station that is too far away can delay reporting an incident, while inadequate administration offices can make it difficult for residents to raise sensitive family and community issues. But in Goigua, in Thika constituency, and Lekuruki in Kajiado North, new infrastructure funded through the NG-CDF is bringing security and government services closer to the people. Mike Goigua reports.
For residents of Goigua, the absence of a police station was more than an infrastructure gap. It meant that anyone seeking police services had to travel elsewhere. For officers serving the area, it also meant operating without a dedicated facility from which to respond to the needs of a growing community.
Mahali ofisi yangu iko, tumechanganyikana na askari. Na initially, haikuwagi kitu mzuri sana. Watu raia kuja kupata huduma kwa ofisi yangu mahali kuna askari. Inakuwaga changamoto sana juu wanakuwa intimidated. Sana sana mtu raia wa kawaida si rahisi kuja kwa ofisi yangu mahali kuna askari. Kwa hivyo wakaona ni vizuri tujengewe police kado na ofisi yangu ndio waweze kupata huduma.
That is now changing. NG-CDF has constructed a new police station at Goigua. From the ground up, the facility is nearing completion and is expected to open its doors once the final works are concluded.
Amongst the many projects that Thika Town constituency has implemented, Goigua Police Station is one of them. This project was a need from the community. It was proposed in the financial year 13-14. But we are not in a position by then to implement the project because of lack of land ownership document. So that was a hindrance up until the year 23-24. That's when the committee was able to get the title deed for this place with a lot of assistance and help from the area member of parliament. The first phase was done in the financial year 23-24, and the second phase in the financial year 24-25. And currently, we are also doing another phase of Cabro pavement in the financial year 25-26.
The project began with a need identified by the community. Residents participated in discussions on the development priorities for the area and agreed that a police station was among the facilities they urgently needed.
Kwa hii estate, wakati mwingine tulikuwa na shida mingi sana juu ya security. Lakini security ilikuwa chini sana. Na vile tukaonelea vile watu wanaendelea kukuja huku, tukaonelea mradi ile muhimu sana ni wa kutulinda. Sababu security inaanza na wewe. Kwa hivyo tukaonelea tukienda kwa CDF, kwa serikali yetu, tukaonelea ni mzuri tuanze na security.
The community, they were in their need. This is one of the upcoming estates. In the history of this place, it was a coffee plantation area, but now they have made this place habitable for the residents of Thika. That's why we thought it is good to have such a big station now to carry every office that is needed in the police station.
Now, as construction nears completion, residents are looking ahead to what the facility could mean for security and access to police services.
I can see a situation whereby the estate will be secure. Security will be quite okay because there will be enough officers to cater for the residents who are there. The estate is growing exponentially, so there is going to be better security.
For the police, the new facility is expected to provide more than office space. It will create a dedicated base from which officers can serve the community, potentially improving accessibility and response to incidents.
Tukikuwa na station kama hii, tunatarajia pia tutaongezewa askari na tutakuwa na gari. Kitambo tulikuwa tunapewa gari kutoka Thika na askari kutoka Thika inachukua muda. Kwa hivyo hata ikiwa mtu alikuwa amefahamiwa, itakuwa shida sana kupata huduma ya askari. Lakini wakiwa karibu, huduma itakuwa rahisi.
NG-CDF will basically do the projects in education and security. So if you do not have security of an area, then it means that you're going to lose it all. So as NG-CDF, we are focused to make sure that our security staff are comfortable in the places that they work in, so that they can also be in a position also to take care of the residents. So this was a very real need from the community, and as I said, it started in 1314, but you're proud that you have come this far. So having this project in place, I believe it is a milestone for all of us.
But the need for accessible government services extends beyond policing. In Thika, Kajiado North, the challenge was administrative.
Before this office was constructed, we used to work from a very small office, which we were sharing with the staff from Ololaisa Water Company. And during that time, most of the people were very fearful. They were fearing to give their information because there are other people who are listening.
For residents seeking help with family disputes, grievances and other sensitive matters, the arrangement offered little privacy. The new office has changed that arrangement. NG-CDF funded the construction of a dedicated chief's office, giving local administration a permanent space from which to serve residents. It also provides a more appropriate environment for handling disputes and other matters that require confidentiality.
Ile manufaa ambao watu wamepata kutoka kwa hii ofisi ni ya kwamba hata wakikuja wapate chief, kile ambacho kilikuwa kimemleta anaweza ambia chief bila watu wengine kusikia. So chief anakuwa na kazi rahisi ya kujua mambo ya insecurity na mambo zingine nyingi sana.
For residents, however, the measure of the project is much simpler. Can they access government services more easily? Can they report problems without traveling long distances? And can they speak about sensitive family or community matters in an environment where their privacy is respected?
Kama kuna jambo lolote mtu ako naye, either la kiboma ama la security, ni rahisi kukuta chief kwa sababu chief huwa anakuaga kwa office throughout. Kwa hivyo kila siku ukimtaka huwezi kuja ukose chief. Na zamani unajua vile walikuwa wameshikana, kuna saa nyingine nasikia hawako, lakini saa hii vile wako lazima anakuwa area.
The two projects are different, but they address a similar problem. In Goigua, a community that previously had no police station, is preparing to receive a dedicated security facility. In Lekuruki, residents who once had to seek administrative services in a cramped shared office now have a dedicated government facility. For NG-CDF, such projects are part of a wider approach to responding to needs identified at the grassroots.
The Lekuruki Chief's Office was identified during public participation. Yeah, every 2 years we do public participation where the community and stakeholders of national government institutions come to give their views on whatever development projects they would want run in the constituency. So that's how we identified the projects.
We encourage them to come up with their own proposals, prioritizing their needs. So this was the first priority they gave as a community.
But infrastructure alone does not guarantee better services. A police station must have officers and operational resources. A chief's office must have personnel and the capacity to respond to residents. A community that feels safer can become more confident in contacting businesses. And residents who can now access government services more easily can resolve disputes and raise concerns before they grow into larger problems. At Goigua, the next milestone is the opening of the new police station. At Lekuruki, residents are already looking to the new administrative office as more accessible point of contact with government. Together, the projects illustrate a different side of constituency development. Not classrooms, not laboratories, but the infrastructure that supports security, administration and everyday interaction between citizens and government. For the residents of Goigua, the question is now when the doors of their new police station will open. For Lekuruki residents, the new chief's office represents a move from cramped and shared facilities to a more accessible and private administrative service. The buildings may be new, but their real value will be measured in shorter distances, quicker access, better working conditions, and the confidence of residents who know where to turn when they need help. Because at the grassroots, security is not only about policing crime, it is also about making government present, accessible, and within reach. Mike Kagwango, TV 47, Kajiado County.